Hi guys. I am disappointed yet not surprised. Um I don't get it, but when something happens or when someone tells me something, it seems to be everyone else comes out of the woodwork and tells me similar things. It's very odd. It's either that happens or there's silence coming from most people that I interact with. Um, so I met somebody on a. This is. I told myself, no, I'm not doing this. But I met this person on a dating app. Um, I have a bunch of people, kind of in my inbox, but I don't really respond. Like occasionally I'll respond, and then the conversation will get dull and just die out, right? But just this one guy was, I guess, persistent enough to get my attention. Um, so he's actually he actually isn't a resident yet of the United States. He lives in a different country, but the country is very mm, it's unusual. It's weird because it's unusual to find somebody from that country where the location I'm living at currently, which really caught my eye and my attention. And I was excited about it because I am interested in people that are from there. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Um, so I really feel like I gotta watch what I'm saying. So anyway, so I met him on the dating app. So he's persistent, and he's the one that was um courting me, messaging me. Uh, so I told myself, I don't really want to interact with this app so much because there's been disappointments in the past, and I don't really trust it, and I don't like to get my hopes up, you know, because I could really go into some fantasy world of my own making with imagining the man that I'm gonna be with and stuff in my life. So all was well, and then he contacted me, and uh he was consistent, and I want to make sure it didn't sound too eager and let him make the first moves, and I allowed that to happen, and everything went well, and I ended up finally meeting him. And um long story short, because I don't want to go too much into details, but I met him one time and we went to dinner. Well, actually, lunch. It was early. I wasn't so excited about how early it was, but I work. He's on vacation. He's not on vacation. He's here actually because he's going to be moving here. Now, the type of job the guy has, he travels a lot, and I was looking about him online, and he was a real guy, legit. Um, Pretty much everything he said he was or doing, it matched up with the actions. And when I met him, he looked exactly like what he was portraying. So I was excited about that. We went to a restaurant that I really like, which was awesome because I didn't even tell him about it, but he picked it, and everything was everything was good. And he said he was leaving to go back to where he was coming from. So everything was okay, but he didn't really like my situation that I'm in. He wasn't so excited about it, which I understand, and certain things I guess weren't to his liking, maybe. But to me, I don't want to have a long distance relationship. I don't want to go long periods of time without seeing a person, but I'm trying to be more open to things that I wasn't before because of how bad I am at choosing partners. So the guy makes good money, he's a classy person. He's very kind, and he seems very serious, maybe a little more serious, like he knows what he wants. And he did tell me he wanted a serious relationship, that he wants to eventually be married and stuff like that. But then he was talking about his lifestyle, and he doesn't want to change his lifestyle. He wants, a woman that the dude is fit, like he takes care of himself, health wise, fitness wise. So I was a little intimidated by that because I'm not in the best shape right now, and I don't have a preference exactly, but I have a type for the most part. So he filled the type for the most part. Like I do, I'm not I'm not superficial, because if let's say he was carrying more weight, that wouldn't matter. Certain things don't matter to me as much, but personality is important to me. You can't be a bum. You can't be a leech or any kind of guy like that. I know what I was looking for. So everything went well, except for, he was like, well, I need somebody that can bring something to the table, and can kind of match my energy. And it kind of made me feel intimidated, because he's more accomplished than I am. He's very confident in himself, as in, again, what he wants, what he expects. He threw it all on the table, and I'm just like agreeing and saying yes to everything, and that I'm up for this and that. And I just feel like I'm in over my head now, because the expectations are a little higher than I expected, to be honest. And again, I have a problem with this distance, because of with my condition, which I ain't gonna go and tell this guy or anybody. I can't hold on to people in my head. They call it an introjact, because I've been studying psychology. I can't hold on to the image of the people for long. Like, they fade away. So if you're not in my presence in person, in real life, I'm not gonna remember you, in a sense. But I people that I care about a lot, I try really hard to retain their representation of themselves in my head, and their importance in my head, because again, it fades away. The importance of them